What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is Wednesday. We are back with some more sports predictions and just kind of recapping everything. Hope you guys are having a good day. Yesterday, we did have a successful day in the 67 center to $1,000,000. We'll get into that in a second. I just kind of want to cover. Team USA did, in fact, lose to Italy last night, which puts us in a very interesting spot. Puts a lot riding on the game tonight between Mexico and Italy. I believe if Mexico scores 5 runs, they move on and we don't, or something. Like if Mexico wins and we don't, and they win by 5 or score 5, I'm not sure. We will know eventually, though. Kind of just a horrendous managing job if you haven't seen already. If you haven't seen, look it up. If you have seen, you know what I'm talking about. We won't cover this too long, obviously. It's just like the pitching and the managing pretty much is what cost us there. But moving into our main segment here, it is day 2 of turning 67 cents into $1,000,000. It will work like this in case you missed yesterday's or whatever past 2 episodes. I know this is episode day 2, but it's like basically episode 3. Each day 2 bets. 1 bet we're trying to double our money that we put in, and another bet we're just shooting for the stars. Just, you know, low risk, high reward, as you will see. Recapping yesterday's picks, we doubled 67 cents. We got $1.42. We picked the Heat to win by 10. Bam Adebayo dropped 83 points on the Wizards. And then we had UMBC to win by 5. They ended up winning by like 11, 12, 13, something like that, 14. In terms of our asymmetric risk bet, the low risk, high reward, Stanford ended up losing, Colorado ended up losing, Oregon ended up losing, the Nets lost by 38, and the Avalanche lost at home. So, 15, I don't even know what that is. I want to say 25% wrong, but there wasn't 20 on there. Moving into today, our double is going to be Iowa State to beat Arizona State by 3 points in the Big 12 tournament, Washington to beat USC in the Big 10 tournament, and Boise State to beat either Fresno State or something else. I don't know, I should know, but them to beat them by 6. They're favored by 16. Iowa State's favored by 11.5. Washington's favored by 5.5. Washington blew out USC the both times they played them this year. Iowa State beat Arizona State by 20, and Boise State beat them by 15 each time they played them. So that's kind of what the thought process is here. We lowered the spreads. I would have taken Washington like plus 3.5, but I wanted to get it around the 110, 111 range. It was actually at 111, and then it went down 1. I couldn't have just gotten 2 111s in a row. Kind of sucks. But if you were to put $10 down today on this bet, you would get 21. I don't remember what it was yesterday, but if it was like 21.10. So if you had put $10 down yesterday and you put all of your money down today, you'd be going for around $45 already. Us, the 67 centers, we're going for $2.94 today, doubling $1.40. And our asymmetric risk over here is a lot smaller than yesterday. Yesterday it was $10 for $85, or 10 cents for $85. Today it's 10 cents for $3 and change. We're going NC State to beat Pitt. We need to avenge our Stanford pick yesterday, so we need Pitt to lose. Or we really want Pitt to lose. I hate Pitt. I don't know what it is. Iowa to beat Maryland by 4. Washington to beat USC. Minnesota to beat Rutgers. Kentucky to beat LSU. Iowa State to beat Arizona by 4. Cincinnati to beat Wake Forest. No, Cincinnati to beat UFC. Wrong team. Wyoming to beat... what the hell's their name? UNLV. A lot of people are talking really good about this UNLV team, but they lost to this Wyoming team by 30. So I don't really know what to think here. I'm going to fade UNLV. You guys might not be. I don't know. Nevada by 12, and then Boise State by 9. Nevada is playing Air Force in Nevada. The Mountain West tournament is in Nevada this year, so that's pretty good for them. And then Boise State, obviously, we talked about them already. That should do it for this segment. We're going to move into our college basketball segment now. yeah, like I said, we're going to move into our college basketball segment now. We're going to kind of show you what went on last night, what will be going on, and then there's some drama going on in one of these conferences that I kind of got to explain to you guys here. So tonight we have Montana taking on Idaho for the Big Sky. Winner goes to the tournament. Losers, done for the year. Sucks to suck. I feel like a lot of people will be going Montana here. Or no, sorry, that was last night's. I feel like a lot of people would have been going for Portland State last night, but Montana actually had the regular season game wins, and it shows as Montana beat Portland State. Which is unfortunate. I really like that Portland State team, but I think Montana's probably got this. I mean, who knows what Idaho's cooking, but I think Montana's got this. Our picks last night were 4 for 4 in the conference tournaments, by the way, which I will get into soon. Oh, I'm not scrolling today, sorry. I'm clicking tabs. The Coastal Athletic finished last night. We picked Hofstra. Hofstra won. They were down actually around halftime. They were down by like 5-ish, and they came back and won. It was a very interesting game for sure. It looked like Monmouth was coming out really hot. They were going to win the game, and then Hofstra turned it around, which was good. I really like this Hofstra team, as I was talking about yesterday. They have a lot of good wins over like Power 4 teams like Syracuse and etc. So watch out for this team. The Horizon League, we had Wright State beat Detroit Mercy. Detroit Mercy was winning by 12, and Wright State came all the way back just to win that game. Absolute choke job by Detroit Mercy. Wright State definitely earned it. Wright State was definitely the best team, but Detroit Mercy could have very easily made the tournament. Unfortunately, they will not be. But not much to be upset about if you're a Detroit Mercy fan. You guys were like the worst team in your conference last year, and here you are like fighting to make a tournament. Like, congratulations nonetheless. Metro Atlantic, we had Merrimack and Siena. I kind of thought Merrimack was going to win, so this was one that we did get wrong. I'm just checking the score now. Score now for the first time. Siena did win, which is cool. One of my friends went to Siena. Yeah, I don't really know too much about these teams besides the fact that they got blown out by most of the Power Conference teams that they played. So this might be a play-in kind of game, sort of like this team here, Long Island, who beat Mercyhurst. Obviously, they didn't even need to, but like when you're probably playing in a first 4 game against another 16 seed, you want to win your conference tournament. What more do you have to show for your season? You know what I mean? Not that they can't win, I just don't think that they will. See what Mercyhurst can do next year. Maybe they'll make the tournament. Even if they won this game, obviously they would not have been eligible because they're still transitioning from D2, which is a stupid rule. Talked about that yesterday. Nothing I do is going to get that fixed. Tonight we have Boston University taking on Lehigh for the Patriot. I said yesterday, really wanted Navy to win here. Unfortunate. Lehigh has won both games in the regular season. I think they both went to overtime, so this might be a very good game. I think Lehigh might win around by like 6, if I had to predict. So we will see. Scrolling again, shouldn't be scrolling. Obviously, like the SEC tournament, ACC tournament, blah, 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 they're all starting, but I'm not going to cover those until they're kind of like at least in the quarterfinals, just because like, I cover the games and the picks, but like it would take way too long to just sit here every day and be like, oh, Rutgers lost to Minnesota. Like, nobody cares. Unless you're a Minnesota fan. This one's really good. This is the game that I'm definitely going to be tuning in for today, regardless of what I'm doing. Just because I really want Stephen F. Austin to make this tournament. I love these purple teams. I love how many purple teams we got this year. I like McNeese. I really do like McNeese, and I really liked UT Rio Grande Valley. I really wanted UT Rio Grande Valley to win this game, but we're going Stephen F. Austin here. They split the series with McNeese this season. McNeese has made the tournament the past 2 years. Their only thing to show for it is beating an injured Clemson team, so I think I'd rather get Stephen F. Austin in here for a little bit. Not sure about you guys, but that's just my take on it. Capping off our last 2 tournaments here, we got the West Coast. Gonzaga beat Santa Clara. They were actually down at halftime by 4. Came back to win it. Like I said, would have been surprised if Santa Clara won this, but this should have solidified Santa Clara's place in the tournament for sure. Can't wait to see what this team's going to do. Obviously, Gonzaga is going to make the Sweet 16. But this is where the drama is today, and this is the last thing we're kind of going to talk about today. Utah Valley, they refused to pay the $1 million leaving the conference fee. So if they do not pay that by today at 5 o'clock, I don't know if it's Eastern, it might be Eastern, 5 o'clock Eastern, then they are removed from this tournament and they will have no chance to make the tournament this year, the March Madness tournament. So we'll see what happens there. I don't really know what to think, like, if Utah Valley doesn't play in this tournament, because like I feel like it's completely up for grabs. Like I think Tarleton State could win this thing if Utah Valley's not in it. You know what I mean? This is a obviously very small conference. Some of these teams play each other 4 times in one regular season. So this is definitely one of those tournaments. If you can watch, I know all of it's on ESPN Plus until the finals, but I'd watch what you could from this. This will be definitely a very dramatized tournament here. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think it was a little... Hopefully I'm getting better at these every day. That's kind of the idea here. I kind of want to just like show this game tonight. We'll see who's starting. Oh, we don't know who's starting for Mexico, but we're, as American fans, we are rooting for Italy. Like, if Italy wins, we are in because we beat Mexico head-to-head, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure about this United States team and their chances of winning it all. I know the pitching was better, but it's not like we have Skubal the whole time. It's not like Skeens is pitching every pitch, you know what I mean? We have Mason Miller, we have guys, but if you know, I didn't watch the game last night, and this is the one game that I didn't watch, and then we lost, so it kind of makes me feel like, you know, it's my fault. But, I probably won't even watch the game tonight. There's too many good college basketball games on tonight, and, like, honestly, if USA doesn't make it, then whatever. I watched them destroy Brazil, I watched them destroy Great Britain, I watched them beat Mexico. Is good enough, you know, like, oh, we rule the US, we rule the, fucking, whatever. I mean, we don't, clearly, we lost to Italy. I mean, they're not part of the US, but, or America, I should say. But I'm kind of just rambling here at the end, kind of just, I don't even know, the Minecraft music's taking a hold on me. But I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know if there's any games I didn't include today that you want me to predict. Yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace.